Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mrs. Nadine Canaville. I am happily married, a mother of 5 lovely children, and I am so happy to see you. Welcome back to another edition of Chats with Nads. Now today's Chats with Nads is all about joy. These are absolutely unprecedented occurrences, times, happenings, what we're all going through. I'm sure for lots of us, we started 2020 New Year's Day and we had lots of plans, lots of intentions, lots of expectations for 2020. I'm sure for an average person like myself, who is not a scientist, who does not get like first-hand information of issues or instances where people are turning up sick and nobody knows what their diagnosis might be, why they're unwell. For the average person who is not privy to that type of information, we had every expectation that 2020 was going to be a year so filled with amazing things. However, for whatever reason, that is not the case. 2020 has started and has, punched way above its weight class. And it's just been unbelievable. Never did I ever think that I'd watch the telly and I would hear the country's on lockdown. And not only is England, where I live, on lockdown, or the United Kingdom, America is on lockdown, Canada is on lockdown, Japan. It was just across the globe. Usually when things like this happen in these bigger countries where I am from, which is the Caribbean, is never affected really, and the Caribbean is affected. It was locked down across the board. And growing up as a child, I've never heard my grandma or my aunties and uncles ever speak about any situation quite like this one. So these are most definitely unprecedented times, and it's difficult to lose control because we're accustomed to being able to pop out to the shops if you want to. If you want to go and you want to meet up with your family and friends, you can go and meet up with your family and friends. If sadly a family member passes away, everyone can go to the funeral. If a family member gets sick or unwell, you can go to the hospital and visit them. All of that has changed. That type of control that we had, that choice that we had over what we want to do and how we want to do it, and the time frame in which we want to do it, that choice and that option has all been taken out of our hands. And that's difficult, very difficult to deal with. And I've found that a lot of the times you wake up and you listen to the news, and what do you hear? More people have died, more people have become infected. More countries that have come out of lockdown are having to reinstitute lockdown measures in some way or form because there's a rise in infection. So the news sometimes can be very disheartening, and sometimes you just don't feel joyful. But I've found that especially in these times that we are going through, joy is not always going to be a feeling. We will not always feel joyful. We will not always feel happy or wanting to smile or wanting to be cheery and upbeat and, you know what I mean, and be kind and be generous. So joy is not, at this time, it's not always a feeling. I've found that throughout this time, joy has to be a choice. You have to choose joy, because there are just a myriad of reasons that can pop up throughout your day, that things that sometimes or months ago, last year, would have seemed very insignificant. but in the current times are very significant for one reason or another. Don't know why. Things that wouldn't have bothered you, would not even have batted an eyelid as a result of now, seem to rub you the wrong way. So there's just a never-ending parade of reasons and issues that can cause you to feel unhappy throughout the day. And joy just now in this time has to be a choice. So what I've found is that it has helped me to get up in the morning. I have my little devotion and spend some time praying, because I am a Christian and I do believe in God. I do serve God, and I found that spending time in prayer and choosing joy, making a decision. So I decide every day that regardless of how I feel, regardless of what happens throughout the day, regardless of how many times I have to repeat myself to my lovely children, regardless to what pops up, if I have to deal with someone feeling down, we're all having to homeschool, we're all having to clean more because everybody is at home, you're having to cook more home cooked meals because going out and having a meal out safely is just not on the cards at the moment. So whatever it is that we must face or manage or cope with or do during the day, I found that it's so good to choose joy. I have been choosing joy regardless of if something irritates me, if something makes me sad, even if I've got to choose joy through tears, I am choosing joy. And it has been absolutely beneficial, because just like how viruses spread, germs spread, joy also spreads. And you'll find if you're joyful at home, if you're choosing joy, you will find that that joy will spread. So you'll find that your children are lighter, are happier, that the atmosphere in your home just becomes brighter, just a little bit happier. It's not that people won't get upset and get rubbed the wrong way and feel unhappy, but the general atmosphere is just brighter. So I would encourage you, while I encourage myself, to keep choosing joy each and every day. There's nothing that we can do we can't put a time limit on when things will get back to normal. No one can. But we can make a decision to choose joy every day. It's so good in life to think about the things that are out of our control, the things that I cannot control. I pray about the things that are within my control. I do pray about as well, but I can also think about, okay, what can I do? What can I do to control the atmosphere, to control how I'm feeling? And that is choosing joy, focusing on what is good, not spending too much time. We are human, so you will think about the things that you can't do, but trying to manage the amount of time that I spend thinking about the things that I can't do, and the freedom that I had last year that we just don't have now, and just being grateful for family, for friends, for loved ones, for having more time to spend with family, having more time to communicate with the people that are really special to you. So that's my little bit of chat for today. So I would encourage you just to continue to choose joy each and every day, each and every step of the way. Joy. All right? Now, as I always do say, if you've not got anybody to check in on or anyone to check in on you, do drop me a comment in the comment section below and just say hi, hello. And I believe in sharing joy, sprinkling kindness like confetti. So I will definitely do my best to get back to you in a timely fashion and just say hi, hello, how are you doing? Just share a bit of joy and a bit of cheer. So don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, click the notification bell, and drop me a comment in the comment section below if you like the content on this channel. Alright, you take care from my house to yours. You are amazing. You are fantastic. You are doing the best that you can. And your best definitely is good enough. Alright, so you take care, be safe, be wise, choose joy. Bye.